Guys, this is the XTEP 160X 6.0, a Chinese racing shoe that promises to help you smash your PBs with its lightweight and bounce. I was highly impressed the first time I put my feet in them. Now I have put these shoes to work through various phases, including interval sprint sessions. I have done a half marathon in these shoes, and here are my findings. You might want to stick around because this is a very interesting one. First things first, one of the things that we all talk about in a running shoe is the fit. No matter how good a shoe is, if the fit is not good, you are not going to get the best out of them. They fit true to size. They look so sleek, you are tempted to feel that the toe box might be constricting. After several runs in them, they are still okay. However, if you have any kind of wide feet at all, you might struggle with these shoes. Overall, I will say the lockdown is okay both in the heel and the midfoot. There's no significant heel slide. The support from the upper is also pretty nice. Now let's talk about one of the high points of this shoe, and that is the weight. These shoes are weighing 209 grams in men's US size 11. Awesome lightweight. That's the first shoe that I've gotten that have matched the Vaporfly 3 in terms of lightness. Now, for the cushion, well, the stack of these shoes is not on their website, but when I compared with other shoes with known stack, these are in the range of 36 millimeters of midsole foam. Running in them, they were able to cushion my ride very nicely. Midfoot or forefoot striking, I found the cushion to be very adequate. Forefoot and midfoot strikers are going to love this one because of the low drop. In terms of breathability, of course, just looking at the shoes alone tells you all the story. They are super breezy, no issues in that area at all. In terms of comfort and protection, the shoes were pretty decent. It has a soft insole that feels very nice under the feet. The upper feels okay. It's not the most comfortable upper. If you know the upper in the Adios Pro 3, that is how this actually feels. Overall, I will not complain. Over 21 kilometers, they were still very comfortable. And then talking about the outsole, you can see that it is almost fully covered with rubber, and their grip on pavement is very, very good. And now to the most important part of this shoe review, the ride. Now, there are a few things to note. Number one is that the carbon plate in this is very stiff, and the reaction rate of this midsole is also very, very short. When you compress them, the time it takes for it to rebound back to its original size, that's the reaction rate. When you compare it to some other shoes like the Quaidon, you can say that this one rides a little firm. It doesn't give you that super squishy feel. This feels kind of like the Adios Pro 3. But the main point that I want to drive at is that this stiff plate with the high rebound rate makes this shoe very aggressive. The moment you are landing on this shoe is throwing you back up. So it encourages a faster cadence. Even me, that is a stride runner, anytime I'm running in this, I find out that when I check my pace, I find out that my cadence is faster. So what it means is that if you are a cadence runner, those who run fast by increasing the number of steps they take in a minute, they are going to really love this one. But for stride runners, well, they might not get the best out of this. Like when I was sprinting in these shoes, they are awesome. I think this shoe will be best for fast, high cadence runners. If you are running sub 4 minutes per kilometer, that is when you are going to enjoy this shoe the most, because I did some interval speed sessions in this at paces of 3 minutes, 3:30 per kilometer. That was when these shoes were a beast. Very fast runners are going to love this one. But those who are not super fast, you will still enjoy this shoe, but you are definitely not going to get the best out of them. Now, talking about the durability, actually, this is my first XTEP running shoe, so I can't really say much. And one thing that I note in this is that if you see the thickness of the outsole rubber, in fact, thicker than most racing shoes that you are going to find. And if you look at the rubber coverage, it's pretty okay. Now, let's talk about the price. I bought these shoes 539 Saudi Riyal. That's approximately 144 US dollars. If you compare what you are getting out of this with the Western brands like the Nike, Puma, Adidas, it has great value for money. You can't get anything that can give you what you are getting from this from the Western brands in that range of pricing. Even the Zoomfly 6 costs more than this. But if you want to go on a race, definitely this is going to be faster than the Zoomfly 6. In terms of durability, well, that is left to be seen. But in terms of the value that it's delivering right now, for $150, I will say this is a very good buy. But But if you want to compare with Chinese brands also, like the Flame 4, the Flame 4 costs less than this. Well, this is lighter than the Flame 4 and this is faster than the Flame 4. But the Flame is definitely more comfortable, you know. Compared with the Koyadon, well, I still feel the Koyadon is more comfortable and will still give me a faster pace than this if I want to go for a full marathon. But the Koyadon plate is also more expensive than these shoes. You know. If you want something that is super light and fast, if you are a mid-foot or a forefoot striker, a cadence runner, I'm going to recommend this. This is going to be an awesome shoe for you to run in, especially if you are a fast runner. But for average, slower runners like those who run 5:30, 6 minutes per kilometer, you might be better off with other shoes like the Koyadon Plaid, the BMAI Carbon 3, the Flames, because this one is super aggressive. It will urge you to take a cadence that you are probably not used to, and that can tire you out quickly. Will I keep this in my rotation? For sure. This is an aggressive fast shoe, super light, and you are going to love it. So that's it for these shoes, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the review and gained something from this. Thanks for watching, by the way, and see you in the next one.